So today on Secret Kitchens of New Jersey, I have a whipped feta with za'atar, a beautiful presentation with some cut up olives, cucumbers, and tomato, beautiful pita chips that we created from scratch. And this would be such a change from your basic cheese and crackers. This is absolutely delicious. I'm going to show you how to do it right now. Hey, welcome to Secret Kitchens of New Jersey. So today I'm making some whipped feta, which I know I've done before, but I'm going to do it differently and I'm going to do a whole different presentation. You know, sometimes when you want to go to someone's house or you're having company, I know cheese and crackers is something that everyone does. We're going to do something a little bit different, and we're not going to use crackers. We're going to use pita bread that we're going to toast in the oven with a little olive oil, sesame seeds, and za'atar. It's really going to be something different. All right, so to get started, we're going to make the whipped feta, and this. So I've got about 8 again. All info, all recipe info below. I have about 8 ounces of. I've already crumbled up my feta, use good feta, and I've got about 4 or 5 ounces of Greek yogurt, which I drained because I didn't want any extra liquid. All right, we're going to get this in the food processor. So here goes my feta. All right, here's my feta. And about, like I said, 4 or 5 ounces of Greek yogurt. I like this recipe because it comes together quickly. It's absolutely delicious. All right, let's take a good pinch of salt. The feta is salty, but we're adding a little more salt. And we're also going to do some lemon juice. Listen, anytime you're using lemon juice, I hope you're using fresh lemon juice, not that stuff that comes in the plastic container. I don't know what that is, but there's nothing like the flavor of real lemon. I'm going to say use the juice of about a half a lemon. You know, lemon is kind of one of those things that you like more lemon, add a little more lemon. It's not going to hurt. So I'm adding about half a lemon. All right, and then I'm going to add some za'atar right to the mix. This also to taste. I'm going to start with, I'm going to say, first of all, if you don't know what za'atar is, Google it. It is a Middle Eastern spice that is absolutely delicious. I love it. I'm going to use a heaping teaspoon. Hey, if you don't like za'atar, you know what? Try using everything bagel seasoning. That would be delicious also. All right, let's get this thing whipped up. Okay, a little noise. All right, let's kind of scrape it down. See where we are. See where we are. Okay, that's a lot better. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to add like a splash of milk to kind of loosen it up a little bit. It's probably about a tablespoon. You can always add more, but you can't take it out, so be careful. Oh boy, I wish you could smell this. I really do. Taste it. Fabulous. It's creamy. I taste the za'atar, salty from the feta. I'm just going to get this in a bowl because I want to get this in the refrigerator while we're doing some other things, okay? So let me get a bowl. Hey, anybody else have one of these? This is from my mom. This is a piece of Corningware. This is an oldie but a goodie. I bet some of you out there have these. Leave me a note in the comments if you have your mom's Corningware. All right, let's get this in the bowl. We're going to refrigerate it. Meanwhile, I have my oven at 325 because we are going to be toasting up some pita bread. Because remember, we're not doing crackers, we're doing pita. So let's get this in here. There's still a little bit of texture to this from the feta. I mean, if you wanted it to be even smoother, you could, frankly, you could make it as smooth as you want to, but I like a little bit of texture. I don't mind it. Okay, so let me just get, I feel like this is the kind of thing that even tastes a little bit better once you let the flavors marry. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator and I'll show you what we do next. Okay, we're back. So my whipped feta dip is in the fridge. It's chilling. My oven is preheated to 325. I've got 3 pitas here, and just FYI, coming down the pike, we're going to make our own pitas because honestly, nothing is better than making your own pita, and they are easy to do. So we are going to do that. All right, so I cut these pitas up into 8 pieces. Just to make it more manageable. And what we're going to do, I'm going to brush these with a bit of olive oil. I'm using my EVOO. All right, we're going to brush our pitas. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, you know what? I don't want that on the floor of the secret kitchen. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I've got some toasted sesame seeds right here, plain old toasted sesames. I'm going to sprinkle these on top, and of course the olive oil will help them adhere as much as or as little as you want. Okay, then we're going to add some flaky sea salt, and I've used this many times before. I mean, literally this is salt in, see if the camera can see that, in great big, flakes. All right, great big flakes. And what we're going to do is we're going to just take it in our fingers and rub it so that you break up those flakes. So when you bite into these, you're going to get a nice little bite of saltiness. Really is such a wonderful thing. So now, last of all, I'm going to take some Zataar, and I'm going to sprinkle that on top of the pitas. And these are going to be our dippers. Now, I just did 3 pitas. You, of course, make as many as you need to for the amount of people that you're going to have. And that looks good to me. All right, so I'm going to get this in the oven. Maybe about 10-12 minutes, and I'll check it. And while this is in the oven, we're going to cut up some vegetables that are going to be used with our presentation with our whipped feta. All right, in the oven, and I'll be right back. How to eat an olive. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna cut up some vegetables, which we're going to serve part of our presentation with the whipped feta, because we are going to make a beautiful presentation suitable for a great night at home or to bring to someone's house. All right, so I've got some black olives. All right, I'm not going to cut everything on camera. I just want you to see. I'm cutting them up, relatively small. I've got a Persian cucumber, a seedless cucumber, and I want to make this. You want to make your dice this up small. Because you're going to be scooping it up with the pita bread. If you make it too big, you won't be able to do it. So we're just going to get this sliced. All right. And I already pre-sliced, because I don't want to cry on camera, but I pre-sliced some pre-sliced some red onion. All right, I'm just going to put that aside. And then I've got some tomato, which I'm going to cut. Again, I want to keep my pieces relatively small so that it will be really easy to scoop them up. If you have like grape tomatoes or the little tomatoes, that will make this even easier. All right, but you get the idea. Okay? All right, so I'm going to continue chopping up my veggies and keeping my eye on the pitas that are in the oven for like 8 to 10 minutes. And when I come back, I'll show you how we assemble everything. Okay, how do you like this presentation? So I put my whipped feta in a beautiful dish. I've got my olives, my cucumbers, and my tomatoes beautifully arranged. And I took some of the red onion, I just kind of sprinkled it on. I didn't want to go too crazy with the red onion. Here are our beautiful pita chips. They were in the oven about 12 minutes. And what I'd like to do to finish this off, now the cucumbers and tomatoes have no seasoning on them. So I'm just going to take, again, some flaky sea salt. And the olives don't need anything, but I want to put a little bit on the tomatoes and the cucumber. So really, this would be such a welcome change from your basic cheese and crackers. This would make, oh God, I'd love someone to bring this to my house. And then if you want to, you can even sprinkle on some extra sesame seeds. Why not? Kind of complements the za'atar. And if you want to give it a little drizzle of olive oil, oh my gosh. All right, there's only one thing left to do. Taste it. So I'm using my pita chips as scoopers. Oh, beautiful. Wow. The creamy feta with the za'atar is absolutely delicious. I love it. I love the flavor of it. I like the consistency. These pita chips are great. This really beats a cracker. You know, they've got the olive oil, the sesame, a little bit of za'atar on them. They are delicious. I'm telling you, take this to your next gathering or make it for your friends or family. They will be very happy, very happy. Please like and subscribe. You keep me inspired. I will see you next time on Secret Kitchens of New Jersey. And you know what? It's my house. I'm double dipping.